Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown picks and predictions for Tuesday, May 6th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. Okie dokie. Previous day's results, we go 3-3, thanks to one game being postponed with the Guardians and the Nationals, so they play a doubleheader tomorrow. The rest of these we will recap right now, and we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. So with the 3-3 day, that brings our season record to 145 and 154. I keep on trying to get that number above 500, but it doesn't let me. The baseball gods, mostly the Mariners, just hate me. So first game, we had the Cardinals minus 1.5, which was plus 115, and we had the over of 8.5 runs. This got off to a real rough start. The Pirates scoring 2 in the top of the first, literally before there was a single out recorded. Brian Reynolds just goes yard, and they take a 2-0 lead early. The Cardinals answer back in the bottom of the third with two of their own, two solo shots from Barreo and Alec Burleson. And then in the bottom of the sixth, they go nuclear and score 4 runs. Wilson Contreras with a 2-run bomb, and then Barrero again, but he hits a double, scoring 3. So shout out to the Cardinals for getting it done. The Pirates are horrible at baseball. Literally atrocious. They are now 12-24 on the year. 12 games below 500 in your 36 games into the season. This team is awful. Next winner we had was the Padres, plus 130 on the money line. This was another team that came back from more than 2 runs down. Final score of this one, San Diego 4, New York 3. The Yankees are in some trouble here. Yankees took a 2-0 lead. They then made it they added one more, made it 3-0. Then in the top of the 8th inning, their bullpen came in and absolutely imploded. They walked 3 dudes in the inning. Manny Machado doubles with the bases loaded, scoring 2. Then Xander Bogaerts singles to left field, scoring 2 more, making the final score 4-3. The Yankees, they suck. They legitimately suck. Aaron Judge today, 0-3 with 1 walk. They had 9 strikeouts as a team. The only 2 guys in the lineup who didn't strike out were Trent Grisham and Aaron Judge. Everyone else had 1. And then Jorbit Vivas had 2. I don't even know who the hell Jorbit Vivas is. So maybe he shouldn't be in the lineup. The Yankees are going to have to make some moves during the trade deadline. Their bullpen is atrocious. Literally atrocious. I mean, Carlos Rodon went 6 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 0 earned runs, and struck out 5. Then their bullpen came in, pitched a combined 2 1/3 innings, and gave up 4 runs. That's horrible. That cannot happen for a championship team that pays a bajillion dollars for salary guys. Next, holy God, if you hold that thunder, my lord. Anyway, we had the Astros minus 105 on the money line and the over of 8.5 runs. Neither of these win because the Astros suck ass. They lose the game 1-5. They only scored 1 run despite having 9 hits. 9. Literally every single dude in the lineup besides Zach DeZano had a hit. Every single person had 1, and then Isaac Paredes had 2. So how you don't score runs doing that, I don't know. But somehow they managed to. 9 hits, 0 walks, surprisingly. And then the Brewers had 10 hits, but they were able to score 5. So no good there. No bueno. Then with the over, 7.5 runs, the Yankees and Padres, that finishes half a run too low. Only 12 hits in the game. Both pitchers, starting pitchers that is, actually went pretty well. Pivetta went 5, giving up 2. Then the bullpen came in, pitched pretty solid. And then you had Rodon, going 6 2/3, gave up none. So that's how we go 3-3. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game number 1. We are taking the Reds plus 1.5 at the Braves. It's minus 115. We're also taking the under of 7.5 runs. The Reds are 18-18 on the year. Braves 16-18. Reds, they actually might have a pitching advantage here. I understand Chris Sale is really good at baseball, but Andrew Abbott, he's looked real solid this year. 2-0 with a 2.84 ERA. Going up against Sale, who does have a 4.84 ERA despite being 1-3 on the season. So Abbott, he's been really surprising actually. 4 starts this year, 19 innings pitched, 23 strikeouts, does have a bit of a walk problem with 12 walks, 3 homers given up. His game log, he's given up 2 or less runs in 3 out of his 4 starts. The only one he actually gave up a decent amount was at Colorado. Kind of understandable considering it's Colorado, so you're going to give up runs because the long ball is easier to hit. But against quality teams, he's pitched pretty well. He gave up 0 to St. Louis. He gave up 1 to Baltimore and 1 to Pittsburgh. He went 4 innings and didn't give up a single run at San Diego. He's solid. I like Abbott. I think he's got good stuff. Chris Sale, if I'm not mistaken, he's coming off of a pretty good start. Yeah, he has been better as of late. At Colorado, he went 7 innings, 5 hits, and 2 earned. The earned has gone down in terms of numbers of runs, but he's still giving up a decent amount of hits. He's given up 5, 5, 6, 6, and 9 total hits in his last 5 starts, and he does have a walk problem. His most recent outing, he didn't walk anyone, but the outings before that, 2 walks at Arizona, 3 walks versus Minnesota, and then 3 walks at Tampa Bay. So I don't trust Sale yet. I don't think he should be laying this big of a number. The money line is minus 225 for the Braves. That's too much. Don't trust it. I like Abbott. I like the Reds. Next game, this one's pretty easy. I don't care that Paul Skeens is pitching. The Pirates don't win games, period. Doesn't matter who's on the mound. Give me the Cardinals at home plus 115 on the money line. The Pirates are ass at baseball. I will mention the pitchers. Again, I really don't think it matters who's on the mound for Pittsburgh, though, because they suck. Skeens, 3-3 on the year, despite having a 2.74 ERA. His last 3 games. He doesn't have a registered win in his last 2 starts, despite giving up a total of 3 runs in 11 innings pitched. Matthew Liberatore, I'm pretty sure he's coming off of a rough start. Yeah, he's coming off of a semi-rough start. He went 3 innings at Cincinnati, giving up 2 earned runs. He's very good at limiting the long ball. That is the one way the Pirates do actually score, is a random moonshot, whether it be from O'Neal Cruz or Brian Reynolds like they were today. They're not a team that's going to get on base and small ball you. Just look at the averages in their lineup. That they're not capable of doing that. If they're going to get one, they're going to get 2 guys on base and then hit a moonshot. So I like Liberatore being able to stop them. I am now going to bring up the road numbers and recent trends for these teams. The Cardinals are 12-6 at home. Considering they only have 16 total wins, you can now see they only win when playing in St. Louis. The Pirates are 5-11 on the road. They have now lost 5 games in a row and are 1-9 in their last 10. 1-9 in their last 10 games. They don't have a single bat in the lineup you have to be concerned about. You could maybe argue O'Neal Cruz, but with how bad he is defensively, it's like, who cares if he has a solo shot? He's going to mess up enough in the field where that solo shot doesn't matter. I like the Cardinals. I like their lineup. Pirates also have a horrible bullpen. So if they're down late, kind of like they were today, they can come back real easy. Give me the Cardinals plus 115 and give me the under of 7.5 runs. Next game, we're going to rock the Mets plus 100 on the money line. I think they have a pitching advantage. Both of these teams pretty even in terms of batting lineups. Should be a really good game. They are playing currently right now, and the score is 2-1. Mets winning in the top of the 5th. So the records will change based on who won that game. The Mets have David Peterson on the mound, 2-1 on the season with a 3.06 ERA. Going up against Zach Allen, kind of inconsistent this year, 2-4 with a 4.93 ERA. Let me pull up his game log. His last game was against the same team, the New York Mets. He went 6 innings, giving up 2 hits, only 1 earned run. That is kind of an anomaly based on how he's been pitching recently. His previous outings before that, he went 5 innings against the Braves, giving up 3. He went 6 innings against the Cubs, giving up 6. He went 4 2/3 against Baltimore, giving up 5. And then he went 6 innings against Milwaukee, giving up 2. Really hasn't been his normal self. His biggest problem is the walks. This dude has no control over the strike zone. He has walked 3-2, 2-3, and 4 in his last 5 starts. So he's having trouble commanding it. David Peterson, his most recent game, also against Arizona. He went 5 innings, giving up 5 hits and 1 earned run. So it's basically just a run it back series. I trust the Mets more. I like them here at plus money. 2 similar teams. Just give me the team that's plus money and the over of 8.5 runs. Final game. If you know what's good for you, you will take the under here because I am betting the over in a Mariners game, which means every single motherfucker on this lineup will go 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Now, I'm not touching the money line. I want nothing to do with money line because that just means I'm going to lose both of my bets. But you have 2 bad pitchers here. You have 2 lineups that can and will produce runs. So surely they can score and hit the over. The Mariners have Emerson Hancock on the mound, 1-1 on the season with a 6.62 ERA. He's given up a lot of hits, and I'm talking about a lot. His most recent starts, 9 hits, 5 hits, 5 hits, and 7 hits. I mean, dudes are just absolutely clapping him around the field. He was sent down to AAA. He was then brought up a week and a half later because of an injury that was sustained to the Mariners rotation. He doesn't walk many guys, but he does have a serious hit problem. Again, if you're stepping in the batter's box, you have a large chance of hitting the baseball. Then you have Jeffrey Springs, who I think is coming off of actually a good start. Yeah, he's coming off of a really good start. It was at Texas. He went 6 innings, only allowed 2 hits. His problem is when he's at home, he gets absolutely shelled. His 2 home starts this year, one against the White Sox 2 weeks ago, went 6 innings, 7 hits, gave up 5 runs. His other home start, he went 6 innings, 7 hits again, gave up 4 runs against San Diego. So if he's on the road, Jeffrey Springs is good. If he's at home, he is ass. Now that might be because they're playing in a little league park and it's easier to score. It also could be maybe he just doesn't like the stadium. Either way, both of these offenses are really good. Let me pull up some numbers for you real quick. Let's see. Seattle hitting 245 as a team, which is 14th. The A's are hitting 254, which is 9th in the MLB. The Mariners are scoring the 5th most runs per game at 5. They have the 14th highest hits per game at 8. The Athletics have the 5th highest hits per game at 9. Both these teams can hit. Neither of these teams really have a bullpen. Give me the over. I don't want to touch the money line. I hate the Mariners. Okay, that is going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.